What's up, and welcome to the first episode of 2021 for Mommy Needs a Break. Hey, everybody. I'm Megan Thomas at Make Scoop Everywhere.
And I'm Marisa Johnson, and she is Marisa J. Make sure to keep following us this year. MNAB podcast on all platforms. We still need you to be our Patreon. Join our Patreon, be a member, support us. We have a lot of great things, coming up this year. We'll talk about.
Oh,
What are we
yes.
talking about today? We're just talking.
Oh, y'all, because we haven't been, if you've noticed, we haven't we haven't had episodes for like 3 weeks now. Look, Mommy Needs a Break took a break. Okay. We had a lot going on. I'll let you start first, Marisa. What was the end of 2020 like for you?
Oh, actually, I caught COVID. That's what I did. I caught COVID. I made it through the whole year. I made it through all 2020, going on trips.
Right. You was on a plane like every week in October.
Right. Going to parties, going to the neighborhood block parties, living my life. And then the last month of the year, I catch COVID and it was awful. I have no clue where I got it from. I did my little COVID tracing. It felt like I had AIDS, calling people like, hey, just want to let you know we were around each other unprotectedly. I got corona. So
wait, did you really call people and tell them that?
Yeah, I told them. I was like, hey, just let you know. It was like my hair braider, my photographer, a few like of my neighbors, our kids play together. So it was like, hey.
Did any of them have COVID?
No one. So I don't know where I got it from. I think Terrell keeps thinking I got it from like the Superior grocery store. I'm like, why do you always think I get everything from there? Like,
if you look at it, it don't really look the cleanest for me.
He thinks I bring bugs home from there. He thinks I bring everything home from Superior. I don't know why. It's like,
I kind of feel like he might be onto something. You probably got it at that. Because where else? Because you don't really go other places. Like,
I just go to the grocery store.
Yeah, like outside of you traveling like crazy in October.
Months ago.
Yeah.
So I got COVID. That's how I kind of brought in the new. So we were literally locked down in our house.
So wait, how was that? So the girls didn't get it, right?
The girls didn't get it. Terrell's negative. It was just.
How did you feel, and then how did you like quarantine?
The first week was awful. I didn't even tell anyone because honestly, I was so sick. I didn't even have my phone or anything. I was just I felt awful. I had a fever. I had the chills, body aches, no appetite. Like we had the heater on at 90 degrees all day and I was still shivering. Wow. Like nothing would get me warm. It was crazy. And I just stopped eating. And then that second week, that's when those symptoms kind of let up a little bit, but I was still very fatigued and just like sluggish. Body felt like I just got in a fight. Wow. So I had to really, for 3 weeks, I felt like I had to at least just chill out, like just take it easy, But my kids didn't get it, and Terrell didn't get it. So
that's good. Wait, how did you quarantine from them, or did you quarantine?
Well, yes and no. In the beginning, yes, I just stayed in my room with the door closed, and Terrell kept them downstairs. But then in that second week, it was just like unrealistic. I mean, Terrell was there, but it's just different. Like,
right, as a mom, like we don't have time to be sick.
I'm like, I know she's over down there eating vegan burgers every day, candy, like just running around the house. So I wore a mask and I just went back to doing everything that I normally do. Terrell slept in a different bed. He slept in the guest room for like 2 weeks, even though he would creep in there with his mask on, whatever. And then creep out. The most part, he was like,
wait, he was just creeping into your room just to like go get us out. He's creeping in for some booty.
Some booty.
Wait, how do you have COVID sex? You have to both wear a mask?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You had the COVID sex.
Yeah, I don't know. But he slept in a different room. I don't know if that made him feel better or what. I'm like,
How y'all
please.
gonna be breathing in each other's face and be like, okay, now I gotta sleep in the other room so I don't catch it.
Right. It's like, what? It made no sense. But luckily, like nobody else got it.
That's so funny. He's like, you got COVID, but your vagina don't. So let's get
Right.
it.
I think he Googled it too. I know he Googled it. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm like 100% positive he Googled
That
it.
is such a man. Like, 2 weeks we got a quarantine.
Yeah, right. So,
What that thing talk about? That's hilarious.
so that was our new year. We didn't go anywhere. It was just us. It was actually nice because we didn't have to travel. We made our little food, you know, we celebrated. Halo says, Happy Merry Kwanzaa. Um, and we just did it. We just did that. Drank a little bit at New Year's. And, that was it. Kept it chill.
What about wait, did you guys do Christmas? Wait, you weren't sick the week of Christmas. That was after, right?
I wasn't sick Christmas, but however, like the preparation for all the holidays was just kind of like the house was
a mess. Understandably.
It was just, yeah. Because you don't just come up out of it. Well, no, at least I didn't. I still felt like runny nose or, I was coughing here and there, just wanted to rest.
That's what everybody says. Like when you started working back out, was it hard? Like you're breathing?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I felt my chest, it like is on fire when I work out. And I've never experienced that before. I've been riding that bike for a year now and like burning. Yeah, it's
Be
like
careful though. Be careful because there, you heard about that athlete who like died. He had like a heart attack after COVID because he wasn't. I guess he was like, oh, I got this. I can do all this stuff, and he wasn't paying attention to like how his heart was hurting. So
no, I didn't hear about that.
yeah, be careful. Be careful when you're just listening to your body as you're doing your
Yeah.
and stuff.
What about you? What'd you guys do?
Girl, what do we do? So Christmas, Marlon and I drove with Mav to my parents' house in Kentucky, 6 hours away. And we only stopped at my brother's house just to say hi because he's like the midway point. So like hi, bye, and then to my parents. But we took COVID tests before we left because my parents are older. My dad's in his 70s, so I just want to make sure like we're not bringing no cooties over there. And so we stayed there for a week, and I'm gonna tell you, it was like the most relaxing week ever because my mother, Sister Thomas, is Korean. And if you know anything about Korean grandmothers, they will do everything. I'm talking everything. She cooked all of our meals. She like took care of Mav from sunup to sundown. She played, but I don't even know how she did it, okay? Because she would get up with him early in the morning. She would make breakfast for everyone. And I'm gonna tell you, at our house, when that happens, something's either Mav done broke something, or all you getting today is bread and a boiled egg for breakfast.
Right.
Like no, she had like a full spread, and I'm like, how do you do this and play with him?
Right.
And because it ain't happening over here. I feel like something's gonna mess up.
Right.
So she did that. She gave him bath. She played with him all day. I was just like, look, I'm gonna use this.
What'd you do?
Nothing. Not a mother freaking thing. Okay. I sat there, I got fat, I watched TV, slept, took naps, which I never take. Nothing. I didn't see my son the whole day. And I was like, that's fine with me. He's upstairs with his grandma. I'm downstairs chilling.
Like, what is there to do out there? Did you guys like go out and do stuff? Oh,
absolutely nothing.
that's the first thing. I'm like, oh, you gonna watch him? Okay, we about to leave. Okay, we about to go somewhere.
Did we even go? Because of COVID, and it's like where I'm from, there's not a lot to do anyway. But the fact that there's COVID, there's really not anything to do. So it was like we can't even. And then it was freezing, like 20. Like it had snowed. Oh, it snowed the day before. Wait, no, Christmas Eve. It did snow. Like it was so perfect. But it was like just a little bit of snow. But it was so pretty on Christmas. But we didn't do anything. We just sat there for a week. But I needed that.
Yeah.
And it went by fast, surprisingly. It's great though.
You stayed there through New Year's?
No, we came back home in Atlanta for New Year's. And then New Year's was just chill at the house, quiet, nothing like Everybody in the house was asleep except for me by midnight. I was like, well, guess I'm ready to the new year. It was just me and the Lord. Okay. Everybody in the house sleep.
I'm not, I was drinking. I was drinking till about, I don't think we went to sleep till like 2 o'clock. I don't even know what we were doing. Nothing.
Oh, y'all had fun. It was just so peaceful. Then I took a bath. I don't know. It was like very peaceful. It was a very peaceful. And then like, oh, I did this thing. So I'm not really into like zodiac and horoscopes and stuff. However, I do read my Chinese horoscope because for some reason the Chinese one be on point and they give you like the year, what's going to happen over the course of the year. They're very specific month wise. Like so, and last year my mom just happened to like tell me about it, and I was like, what is this? And I read it, and I kid you not, everything that it said was going to happen in 2020 to me happened.
What?
Like for example, it was saying how because I'm Chinese zodiac is by year. So when I'm born, I'm the year of the rat. So it was like 2020 is like an excellent year for the rat.
Right.
And it was like, this is going to be one of your most prosperous years ever. And it was.
Right.
It was like, you'll be like and I was like, wait, how am I financially good? But this is a pandemic. And you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was good for me. And it was like, oh, it was like your relationship is going to go through tough periods. If you're single, do not get in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, expect bumps and bruises like no other. And that's exactly what happened. And I like to, and you know, and a pandemic like increased that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Magnified that. So what else did it say? I forgot some other, it said like 2 or 3 other things, I can't remember, but they were all like 100% true. And so like not even for me, but like one of my friends, to hear from All Deaf, he's born in the same year as me. So I remember telling him like at the beginning of the year, like, here, look at our little Chinese zodiac. And he said the same exact thing to me like at the end of December. He was just like, Megan, that thing was so on point for me completely. I was like, yo, me too. So I did read. You
don't have to be Chinese, right?
No, you just got to know what year you were born, and then, which I hope you know, and then you look at the calendar and it tells you what year, what symbol you are. Let's see, what are you? What year are you?
5.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm like looking. I'm like, I don't know how to read this.
So Marisa, you are the year of the ox. Actually, I think this is your year.
Is it my year? I feel like
it is. I think it is because last year was mine and you're younger than me. So I think this is your year, boo. It is the year. 2021 is the year of the ox. So you need to read that. Okay. Look that up on your own time, okay?
Okay. I'll read it.
Year of the ox. Let's see what it said. We'll see if it's accurate next week on our show.
Okay. The ox.
But it's just very interesting to read. And plus it's been around for like hundreds of thousands of years. Like I feel, so it's way more accurate, not maybe 100,000, but like thousands of years. Way more accurate than the stuff that we see around here, you know, stuff that you see in magazines. And in the back of 17 magazine, right?
Well, I was about to say 17 magazine was the
it was. It's so great, especially growing up in Radcliffe, Kentucky, where I had no other outlet. 17 magazine was my joint. Oh, okay. So what do you think of 2021 so far?
Honestly, all I can do is laugh. Like it's been a joke. It's not a joke, but for Black people, for people of color, it's like, Like I listened to this conservative radio station in the morning. It's actually a Terrell station, but I just listened to it. And it's almost like, you guys, we've been saying this. What are you talking about? Like, they're not, I don't know if they're Republican, they're conservatives. And the guy on there was
Black conservatives
no, they're white people. There is a Black guy on there. Actually, he's our neighbor. But they're white conservatives. And usually, you know, they're a little racy, a little spicy. I'm like, but I just like to get different perspectives. I just like to listen to all the outlets to make my own, you know, my own conclusion. But this morning they were like, you know, President Trump, he walked out and he said, I don't want any violence or something like that. You know, I really wish he would have told his supporters directly, not to cause any violence, stay home, not like he needs to be more direct. And I'm like, you guys, this is what we were talking about during the presidential debate, right? Like when he said stand up, stand down, whatever he said. And we were like, why don't he just say, you guys don't, like, you're not racist. They're like, or they're racist, or, I forgot what it was, but it was like, be more direct, Donald. And when I heard them say it today, I was like, you guys, we're not saying this. Like, you guys just trying to catch up, or, like,
but it's always how it is, isn't it? Always.
Yeah.
Always how it is.
But, there's a meme. I'm sure everyone's seen it. It's just like, it's not our fight. That's how I feel. It's not our fight. We was fighting all 2020. All 2020. Okay. And now it's just like, okay, let these people fight each other, I guess. I don't know. Stay away from me.
But it's just so funny. And that's true. It isn't our fight at this point. Like we told y'all, we've been told y'all, but now you understand. Do you know what it looks like? You see, there's a difference. And there's a huge, vast difference in how police treat Black people and white people. Because it's one thing when you're protesting, which a lot of Black Lives Matter people were doing. We're protesting so that police don't kill us for, regular stuff that people go to jail for. Don't kill us, or people don't even deserve to go to jail, but they just dying. That's all we're asking. And then
walls.
That's what I'm saying. This wasn't protesting. This is insurrection. There's a difference. These people came there to mess stuff up. They weren't coming in there to just be like, hear us. No, they were coming. You know how disgusting and how premeditated you have to be like, I'm going to poop and I'm going to take my poop and smear it on the walls. Like, what is wrong with you? Yes. Yes, girl, they smeared it on the walls, on the floor. And mind you, there's cameras everywhere. So for them to be like, we can't find these people. You gotta find all the Black people. That was
remember in 2020 when Nick Cannon got in trouble for saying that white people were the original savages.
Shit. No, I didn't see any Black Lives Matter people, but
he lost jobs
and feces.
It's like, what? And so, I mean, 2021, that's how we kicked off, the first week?
I was like, yo, this is turning out to be ghetto word. And I was like, yo, 2021 is ghetto. And then I saw this meme and it was like, 2021 ain't ghetto. Oh, stop saying that America is ghetto. Say that it's a trailer park, because that's exactly what I was like. Oh snap! There's like, because the ghetto, you get a fish plate. Like they love on you in the ghetto. It's all that stuff. This ain't ghetto. This is a trailer park. Okay. I was like,
oh, I mean, at first I don't know what I was doing that day. Like I saw there was like a protest or whatever, but I really wasn't paying attention. And then I started scrolling on Instagram and I was like, wait, what's going on? I had no idea what was going on.
See, our house, we keep the TV on CNN, so all day long, unfortunately, all day long, I'm just hearing news. And as soon as I saw that, I said, this is not going to be good. And of course, swarms. And I'm like, okay, well, they about to get them with the tear gas and the rubber bullets, so it's okay. I just didn't understand how they got in the doors.
Because them fools were letting them in.
That's why that's why I was like, this has to
letting them in. Do you think they should have the inauguration?
They should, but they shouldn't. It should be a private one. Like it should be like they should have President Biden, Vice President Harris should be like indoors. They should do all that and then just put it on the big screen outside for anybody that wants to watch it. I just don't. I don't think it's safe. I mean, coronavirus wise, for so many reasons, because of all this, and now the FBI is like telling every state, watch your state capitals this weekend, because there are apparently talks of them armed people going up to state capitals.
Wow.
Across the US.
Honestly, I always think about like this, not the positive, maybe it's the silver lining of things. And America is so caught up in their traditions and doing things because they've done it for so long. It's like, yeah, you don't need to have an inauguration the same way. And it's not going to kill anybody. Just like we can't go to work the same way, just like we can't do things the same way, like y'all can't do things the same way either.
Yeah. And the fact, they're going to do the same thing as always. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And even with, certain laws and things. The Constitution needs to be rewritten. The fact that Donald is only doing what Donald knows he can get away with. So, he's been saying this, and I've said this on many episodes. He's been saying that he was going to do this forever.
Yeah.
So this wasn't like, when I saw it, I was just like, oh yeah, this is what he said it's about to go down. Like, y'all don't make me the president, it's going to go down. And he even said it today, like, it's very dangerous for America to basically impeach him. I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. So it's just they need to go reevaluate, how they propose America to be to American citizens, the laws that allow things like this to happen. He hasn't done anything that he hasn't been able to get away with, because of the way the laws are written.
Privilege, and not even that. I mean, because you remember, he did get impeached. Impeachment is
Yeah.
he did something wrong. We're going, so technically he did get impeached. He just got found not guilty of it.
Right.
And that was because his homies and the Senate said, no, we're going to say you're not guilty. And so it's like, he shouldn't have, he just knows people. And again, that's privilege. Mm-hmm. You know people, you got people in good with you that, hey guys, you better not say that I did that. You better let me get away with it. And he's been able to do that. And can I be mad at that? No. Is it fair? No. And I think that's what people don't like about it, is it's just unfair, because he can do all that, but nobody else can. You said what?
Just like America. That's America. That's America. You know people, you get ahead. You don't know people, you don't get ahead. If you're a little white boy smoking some weed down the street, you get caught, you might just say, hey, buddy, you need to go home, or throw that out. Let me hit that. If you're Black, not much. It might not be like that.
Yeah.
It's the way of it's the way we roll. So I don't know.
It just sucks. But you know what? Hey, I am prayerful that things will change and they will get better. And I don't know how or when, but that is my prayer, because I think it's just a matter of equity, we just want things to be equitable.
Right.
And things are not. So we're not saying, hey, we don't want to get in trouble for stuff. We're just saying, if you're not going to get in trouble for it, we shouldn't either.
Right.
That's it.
I think we just need to teach them how to mind their own business. How we need to stay out of this. Let's not make this our business. Let's teach them how to mind their own business. How about that?
And I was watching something, and I think it was an interview with one of the guys the one that had his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk. So there was an interview with him, and he was basically he was just saying how what he said, he was pushed into the Capitol. It was someone pushed me in there. I didn't break in. I was pushed in. And then he said, so I was like, well, how your feet get on the desk? She was pushed in. You voluntarily went there. And he stole her mail off of her desk. But he said he didn't steal it because he put a quarter down. It was basically, I paid for her mail. I'm like, that is not, you cannot pay for someone's mail.
He probably read that somewhere. He probably read
you don't steal mail.
I read that somewhere, and I heard him say, this isn't her desk, this is my desk. I paid for this.
That's why, because he put the quarter down, and he was like, now this is my property now.
Is that how you guys, your family members stole America?
Oh girl, yes. Absolutely. This is our land. We're patriots. Yet you stormed the exact place that's supposed to be making laws that are so patriotic for your country.
That's exactly what I my eyes when I was watching it. It was oh, this is a front row seat to how colonizers bombarded and raided the native people
and made it seem like this is our land. Well, then why y'all got all these little all these special things for Native Americans in this country? You do know they don't have to do a lot of stuff because this is their land. You stole it from them, okay? That's why the government helps Native Americans out, okay? This is their land. And I say that loosely, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, on aside from the white people and all that, I think that this year will be good, for people who will make things, who are willing to make things happen for themselves in a sense, like take advantage of all of the loans, all the grants, all of the things that can help your business or personally. Like I'm applying for all. I would play for everything.
Do it. Might as well. No, seriously, it's out there. Do it if you can. If you had a business before the start of 120 January 2020,
right?
Go for it.
If we're in our houses, making the best of being with our families, calling people, checking up on people more. I don't know, because I don't know if we're gonna get out.
And you know what? If we do, I don't know. The only thing that I really want to go back to is traveling internationally. That part is, I am so sad by that. Like I keep going, I just want to go. I keep envisioning like traveling somewhere tropical or somewhere. I just gotta go somewhere. That's the only thing that I want back from the prior life, prior 2020.
So many Airbnbs for no reason. Just scrolling like, ooh, that looks nice. Talking to the owner. It's like, what are
you serious? Wait, why?
Oh yeah. I found
no intention of going. You're just asking.
I mean, I don't know if I go.
If you go, can I? Is it just you? Because can I come? Please.
I'm doing the girls' passports this week. I already did the paperwork. I just need to take their little photos.
Hey, you know what? I need to get on. I need to get us ready to go because as soon as these borders are back open, we are out of here, out of this country.
So I was talking to my the person I stayed with in Bali a few months ago, and he was saying that you can come, you just have to quarantine at the capital
for like 14. But then you got to pay to stay in one place for 14 days. It's kind of like, well, that was my entire trip.
It's like $25 a night.
I know, but then you have to stay for like a month when you were really only trying to stay like a week or two.
You get out the country, we're staying for some time.
I feel you. I am like ready to go. I want to go back to Dubai. All right, that's it. We gotta go, y'all. All right, it's time. We just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that we got a lot. We actually do have a lot of stuff happening for MNAB this year, and who knows, there might be a trip as well, international trip. So we'll see you guys next week right here. We're live today, but we might pre-record. I don't know, next week. So we'll see you guys next week. I'm Megan Thomas at Make Scoop Everywhere.
I'm Marisa Johnson, and she is Marisa J. Make sure to follow us at MNAB Podcast on all platforms, and make sure to check out our website at mnabpodcast.com. And we will see you next week, hopefully.